Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's more Total War, it's more Warhammer. I am so excited. God, I love this game. I really do. Alright, as usual, I believe we have a lot going on right now. Now, it should come as no surprise to anyone. So, checking it out before I got started, Morathi is really banged up right now, as is Koval, not so good on that. And how do we have our Velatroth's actually looking pretty good these days, which is surprising. Velatroth's taken a lot of hits recently, but he's the only one who's actually in decent shape right now. And then I was thinking about, what's her name over here? Nightshade. Right, Nightshade. So she could actually, after the very, very poorly planned war against the Skaven that I deeply regret the war. I'm so sorry, guys. In fact, can we try and make friends with them? I would appreciate it if we weren't at war with them anymore. Hang on, let me scan up here. Where are they, first of all? Who are you? No, you're Malekith. You're one of my guys. I want the Skaven. Where are they living, please? Because I'd really like to apologize about the very, very poorly planned war that I had with them. It will never happen again. I'm so very sorry. Please don't take it against me. No, you're Claire Carond. I don't actually want to talk to you. Although, while I'm here, well, there's nothing really you can do for me anymore. We've pretty much got all the treaties we can have with you. So, no, not so much on them. Okay, well, then I think... Can Nightshade go anywhere right now? No, Nightshade's kind of tapped out at this point. But we could look at pulling Velatroth, who's the only army that's in any kind of decent shape at this point. Pulling him over to, I guess, relieve Morathi and let Morathi heal up a bit, because Morathi ain't in good shape. You still have movement left, so... why don't you, oh, I don't know, just get started going somewhere. Just head down towards Lothern, maybe. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. You're involved in a siege. I did that last week, too. Hey, Hawk, welcome. Moin. Yeah, that's right. We're sieging the Tower of Lisanne. I forgot. That's why you're in such good shape. You haven't done anything for a while. Fine. Okay, well, Yastra, then. No, you're pretty banged up, too. Not a heck of a lot we're going to be able to do. Hey, Bird Brains, welcome. How is the Tower of Lisanne looking, by the way? Because I would like to take these guys out sooner rather than later. That would be my ideal. They are going to go down in, only one more turn. They're going to start suffering attrition. Okay, we're fine. We're totally fine. All right, just end the turn then. Let's just get this moving. And in that turn, Morathi can hopefully heal up a little bit. That would be the ideal, because I'd really like to take the White Tower someday. Oh, Lord Mazdamundi, you want peace. Fantastic. I never actually wanted a war with you, and you're willing to pay for it. Yeah, this is probably going to come up again, isn't it, Mazdamundi? You just sort of declare war, and then you realize it's a terrible idea, and then you sue for peace by offering money, which is kind of what I'd like to do to the Skaven, truth be told. Hello, Lionel. Welcome, Lionel. Yes, so Mazdamundi is now off our back. That's good. And we got 1,000 gold for, well, doing nothing at all. It was a silly little war, wasn't it, lizards? Alright, so that's fine. Now I just have to make peace with the Skaven because I deeply regret the war. I'm so sorry. You guys were way tougher than I thought you were. I deeply regret sort of trying to siege your city and then running away. Oh, Harganeth, I actually wanted to have a chat with you. That's exactly what I would like, actually, is a non-aggression pact. And you're going to pay for it, too. That ain't nothing. You are super tired, Bird Brains. Bird Brains, so am I. I just got out of work, so which is shocking because I haven't done that in about 6 months. So I just got out of work and I am beat too. So I hear you, Bird Brains. Yes, I will happily take not only 1,000 gold but also a non-aggression pact with you because you are super strong, and I'd prefer we kind of kept you on our good side and vice versa. You are also holding territory in Lothern, too. Oh, Lokir Felhard, okay. You want me to join a war against Hexotl, who we literally just made peace with. We literally just made peace with Hexotl, Lokir. Sure, you know what, why not? They're only going to pay us more money to go to peace with them later. That's fine, yeah. Okay, we're back on. War's back on, everyone. That was about 60 seconds of not being at war with the lizard people, but no, we're back at war with them. It's all fine. Everything's back to normal. Oh, and the Blessed Dread, what do you want now? What are you doing down there? Can you just go to war with them yourself? I feel I'm very far away to really contribute much to your warfare. I'll do the very best I can, but, you know, don't keep your hopes up about that. Why are you coming up here, by the way? Do you have eyes on Lothern? Because please say no. Lothern is going to be me and the vampires all day long. Eventually, we will either kill all the elves or burn them to the ground. Either way works just fine for me. Speaking of vampires, what are the Vampire Coast up to these days? Mostly bumbling around, infecting everything with vampiric corruption. Okay, hang on. Guy, hey God, what you making, God? Just a wooden stick that lights on fire. Sounds like a match made in heaven. Oh, are we doing the pun war again, Bird Brains? Because you definitely brought your A game the last time. But if we're doing that again, somebody just let me know so I can be prepared to be groaning a lot. The Drowned, what are you doing these days? Also just basically infecting all of Lustria with vampiric corruption. That's fine. I don't really have eyes on Lustria. I'm not ever ruling it out. But I don't have specifically eyes on Lustria. You guys can kind of chop that up amongst yourselves. I'd ideally not like to go to war with the lizard people because they're kind of tanks and they're hard to kill and they just won't die ever. And what are you doing? You are what? Claire? No, you're not Claire Carond. Are you Carond Carr? Are you either of those? Do you have a Clar in your word somewhere? Please say yes. Could you go to war with the Skaven? Because I'm really sorry about it. I'd prefer we just sort of forgot about that little incident. I would also prefer that we could get something done this turn, Total War. Oh, even with a good rig, the turn counters just take forever when you know everyone on the planet. Because we have to see everything that they're doing. The freebooters of Port Royal, you say? Okay, I'm going to assume you're kind of vampire piratey guys. Just don't, freebooters. Oh, hang on. Somebody got assassinated and it was one of my guys. Oh dear. And Gariel, loyalty -4. There's no scenario where loyalty -4 is going to be good. Oh, that is a really good helmet, though. Causes terror. Who is this loyalty for, exactly? Loyalty for whom? Oh, you know what? Growth +20 in all provinces. For 5 turns. Yeah, that's better than a fancy hat. Oh, Sabioth got wounded again. Sabioth. Is Chaos a playable faction in the game? It is if you pay for it. Real Chaos with Beastmen and Cultists and Chaos Warriors and stuff. Actually, you just defined 2 factions there, Hawk. So there is the Beastmen faction, and then there is the Chaos Warriors faction. Both of those are available DLC, so yes, is the answer to your question. And they're actually, apparently, I just found this out yesterday, they're still producing new DLC for this. There's another couple of legendary lords coming out that look very, very good. Defeat Bell Lackey. Oh yeah, she's been giving us no end of problems. I would love to defeat her. Where is she these days? Oh, she's over here. Oh, White Tower. All right. What's White Tower's garrison like? Ooh, not nothing. Not nothing when you've got a half-stack army there, too. And you've got some decent ones. Silver Helms and Silver Helms with shields. The spearmen will fall apart, but those silver helms are not to be sniffed at. Marathi, how's the healing going? Very, very slowly. Okay, so Tower of Lysaon should now be encountering attrition. Cool. I'm going to let them simmer for a turn. How's Koval doing? Koval is getting better. All right. What if we... Is there anything we could work into your army? Oh, actually, quite a bit. Ooh, I didn't know that. Hey, Jess, welcome. Welcome. Wow, you've actually got a fair bit of stuff. I didn't realize I had this kind of military infrastructure down here. You don't really have a lot of horsies, Koval. Why don't you have that horsey and have another one? Yeah, have those two. Because they can fire while moving, right? No, they can't. I'm sorry, they can't. Take one of those off, maybe? No, just go as is. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. They're going to be useful somewhere. They're totally going to be useful somewhere. Speaking of money, we've got quite a bit of it. We should probably be building stuff. Taurus Sethai and Val's Anvil are as well defended as they can be. I could bump up your... Do I really want to spend 3,000 on an exotic animal market? Oh, actually, upkeep minus 3% for hydras and all the monsters and stuff. Sure. And it's some money. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. That's fine. What other military infrastructure could we put around here? Not a lot. How's Tor Anrock doing? It's about as beefy as it's going to be. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Arnheim. You're blinking at me like you'd like me to build something. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely have a level 5 port. That's a lot of money. Well, there goes all our money. Nightshade, you should totally get out of the reef you're sitting in so you're not suffering attrition. Can you just sail away, please? Thank you. Random fact with Bird Brains is inbound. Okay, I will keep my eyes open, Bird Brains. I will keep my eyes peeled for that. All right, you are no longer suffering attrition, so you may as well join in on the war on Lothern. I feel that's, I mean, why not? There's really not a heck of a lot going on up here. Although, if the Skaven come down and decide to declare war, that's... Well, I mean, we have declared war. We are technically at war with them. Could we do anything about that? Could we maybe chit-chat to the Skaven and deeply apologize? Which one were you? You're Clan Rictus up there, as I recall. Well, you're the only ones we're at war with, so you must be. How about peace, guys? How about peace? No, they weren't falling for that one. And now our reputation has gone very low because we made peace with Hexaudal and then immediately declared war on them again, which kind of wasn't my fault because a friend of mine asked me to. That's basically how I'm going with that. Hero not moved. Who's that? Oh, Helenor. Yeah, you haven't really done anything recently, have you? It's not a heck of a lot you can do, though, is there? They do have walls to damage. Okay, sure. Yeah, it'll get you some experience, if nothing else. And you succeeded in that. Super. You beat up some walls. Good job. And you got a skill point for that. Yay! What should you be better at? You should... Oh, Cauldron of Blood. I don't care what you're better at. I just want a mount that's called a Cauldron of Blood because... Cauldron of Blood. I actually don't even know what that is. I don't know if I've ever come across that. So we are going to immediately embed you into somebody's army so we can see the Cauldron of Blood in action. Are we ready to end this turn? Yastra, you are almost healed up. Okay, you are pretty darn close to being healed up. Hey, Art, welcome, welcome. A bit tardy due to things. That's fine. That's fine. I totally spaced out on posting this stream today, too. I usually post it in the morning and completely spaced out until I got home from work. So I apologize if there was very short notice. I know, everyone who's in chat right now is basically a regular and knows what time I do this, but didn't really get a chance to let anyone else on the planet know I was doing this. So, yeah, Yastra, you heal up, and Koval, you're recruiting, and Marathi, you will be... better next round, but not fantastic. Okay, I don't know that there's much I can do with the rest of this turn, so end that. Bird Brains, this would be a fantastic time for a random fact with Bird Brains, because we've got about, I don't know, 2-3 hours while this turn counter goes along, so feel free to fire one of those off. It is an exceptionally good time for me to be reading that. Oh dear, lizard people. Sorry about the war. Kinda wasn't my fault. Somebody asked me to do it. They dared me to go to war with you. You'll probably just pay me for peace later, so... I'm just farming money off of you by continually being at war and you considering that to be a bad idea. And that's okay. Okay, good. I thought this was going to be Clan Rictus. I would really prefer that they kind of just went away. I'm going to leave the rest of the north up to the other Dark Elves, especially these guys. Because these guys are super beefy and big armies, and I don't want to mess with them. There goes a Blood Cauldron. Yay. And what did you do? Oh, you also did damaged walls. Well, good for you. I'm glad you've got a hobby. And, oh yeah, wow, these guys own a lot of territory. Oh, hi, Lokir. Lokir, why are you up near Lothern? Although I appreciate the fact that now you're leaving Lothern. That would be good. Because I've got a kind of a thing going on in Lothern, and I'd prefer you didn't interfere with it. I would really like to not have to go to war with you. I'd like to keep you as an ally, ideally. You go fight vampires down in Lustria. That's your thing. You're, like, wicked into that. All right. What? Oh, I could speed it up. That would be a good thing to do. What else? Oh, I'm trying to think how we're gonna carve up the rest of Lothern right now. The stuff in the north, up by the Shrine of Cain, is basically uninhabitable. I could technically go live in it, but it's going to be really hard to get anything going. I'm kind of thinking about just burning it all to the ground. In traditional Dark Elf matter. Hi, Karen Carr, what do you want? You have one territory, dude. You legit have... Oh, and you want me to go to war with Harganeth. You are high, Shakara. No way. No, thank you. No, 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 no. We won't be doing that. In fact, I was going to go and try and confederate with you because you're a rinky-dink little Dark Elf faction that has basically no property. Okay, Tyra secured influence. I don't care about that. And I think we got a rebel army on the map. Hang on. Hexotl did a right. Raid Hexotl, not going to happen. Raid the Tower of Lysanne. Now that's something I could get down with. That we could definitely accomplish. Who are you? You are Chaos Rebel Uprising. Okay. Yeah, apparently the elves are having trouble keeping their territories under control, which is not super surprising, seeing as they're all broken up here. Here we go. Random fact with bird brains. In 1968, a Hawker Hunter squadron was flying a routine mission, but that none decided to... Okay, a routine mission... None decided to break formation and fly around London. This was in protest to the RAF budget cuts and the cancellation of something that we'll find out about later. Flying a routine mission, but that none. You're going to have to clear that one up for me. Those words don't work in that order, bird brains. I don't quite know how to read that. I got the rest of it, though. Alright, so back to this. Yeah, you've got a rebel army here, which I could easily go and wipe out. Oh, and Angariel needs something done to it. Totally happy to make that happen. Oh, Lothern is just so beefy. So very beefy. What's my garrison in Lothern? Pretty extreme. Okay, good. What do you want? You want the next level of... Oh, yeah, Cult of Pleasure. That will give me Witch Elves that I hate and Death Hags that I'm not super keen on either. So sure, yeah, let's get one of them. But one... Okay, one decided to break formation and fly around London. Got it. Okay. I will stay tuned for the second part of that. Marathi, how's the healing going? I would love to give you one more turn before you did anything at all. But, Koval, you're in pretty decent shape. Just for giggles, just go wipe out this rebel section here. Yeah, it's not even worth the fight. It's not 100% not worth the fight. They're not even going to get near me. They have nothing but infantry. No, they're not even going to get near me. Just going to go ahead and auto-resolve that one. Not even worth the fight. Oh, good chunk of money for that, though. That's cool. Probably a rank up for Koval. Yeah, excellent. And why don't we just... Yeah, why don't you just tick up your replenishment? We'll take the slaves. We'll totally take those slaves. That's fine. Oh, you get Fencer's Blade. Well done. We should give that to Koval. Because, you know... He won the fight. Now just tuck yourself back into Angariel, please, so that, you know, you're defended. You have an Ogre Blade. Okay. Does anyone not have a weapon? Like, say, Velatroth. You must have something good. Yeah, you've got Sword of Might. What was the other one? Fencer's Blade, melee attack up and defense up. Meh. I'm not loving the idea of that one. Enchanted item. Yeah, have a, oh, leadership aura size plus 25%. Yeah, have one of them. Definitely get one of them. And speaking of Velatroth, how's the Tower of Lysanne looking these days? I'm going to still give that a little bit more time to simmer. Or do I want to just charge in? What are they going to have on the walls? White Lions, Spearmen, Lothern Sea Guards, Archers, and all these guys will be down on the ground. The Eagle might be a little bit fussy. How about we just gave them one more turn to simmer and then see how they're feeling? What I'd rather look at is, well, first of all, what does Torseth I think I want to build? Level 3 Halls of Ravaging? Sure. Yeah, why not? And won't kill us to have some more military infrastructure over there. And you, Nightshade. After the issue with the Skaven, Let's see if we can actually put you to good use. Get out of march mode, just in case anyone sneaks up on you. And just go stand here. Because I'd like to look at Tor Dranel in terms of burning it to the ground. And I'd love to look at the Griffin Gate again. We keep kind of going back and forth with taking one of the gates. It's just their garrisons are ridiculous on those gates. They're absolutely ridiculous. Hero not move. That would be Helenor. Okay, we need to get you in somebody's army. So just start moving down here. Here we go. Of the planned air display for the 50th anniversary of the RAF, it buzzed a couple of airdromes and then flew around the House of Parliament. But when flying above the Thames, the pilot decided, oh, there's going to be a part 3. Okay, I will wait for a part 3 then. And who was over here? Is that Yastra? Yeah, that's Yastra. You're pretty much healed up. Why don't you start moving in, say, this direction? Actually, can you just get right into White Peak? May as well be kind of sitting in a city rather than outside of it. Okay, you're moved, you're moved. You're still sieging. And you just did a thing, so you're done. Marathi, how's the healing? You really kind of need one more turn before I'm going to be comfortable sending you out somewhere. But when you are ready, how far could Koval? You can actually start moving up here. Start moving in that direction, please. White Tower may go down much easier if I've got 2 armies to do that with. And what else does White Tower hold? Port Elistor and Tor Finu. Okay, Tor Finu should go down like a sack of potatoes. Port Elistor, same deal. Wait, where is Port Elistor? Oh, I own Port Elistor. Never mind. No, don't take that city down. I already own that one. Never mind. Never mind. It's all fine. Everything's 100% fine. Okay. Good. Who's got skill points? Marathi does. Okay. How's your... now we can get Lightning Strike. Good. That's going to be really handy, so we can stop their reinforcements. Unfortunately, it also stops my reinforcements if I choose that option. We'll have to kind of play that as we see it. Or, do you have any decent spells that I want? I could do Pit of Shades level 2. That's going to give me increased armor-piercing damage. No, take Lightning Strike, because that's just a good thing to have. Oh, hang on, Part 3 is here. To fly in between the Tower Bridge, it remains a record breaker for the first aircraft to fly between Tower Bridge. Pilot was then arrested when he landed. Nobody is surprised by that. And who else has skill points? Oh, Koval, of course you do. Yeah, you just won a big fight. What is Slaughter Lord again? Oh, Witch Elves, Ganeth Executioners, Black Guard. Actually, you've got a few of those in your army. I could give you a horsey, but I think I'll wait for a better one. Like, oh, I don't know, say a dragon. I think I'll wait for a dragon on that. Why don't you actually just be better at fighting, period? We'll start you going down your fighty line. Alright, is everybody moved where I want them to be in preparation for kind of sealing the deal on Lothern here? Because they're running out of things. They've made a good comeback. I got to give them that. They've made a fantastic comeback. They really beat back the vampire contingent over here. But it can't last forever because they're just running out of territory. And although the AI cheats, it does have to still play by some basic rules, like if you don't have the military infrastructure, you can't build that specific military unit. I mean, it'll cheat to give itself a ton of money, but it can't cheat completely. It can't give itself godlike units of armies that it doesn't have the infrastructure to produce, so that will work in our favor. We're just going to basically burn everything to the ground and or live in it. Oh, are these Skaven? Please don't be Skaven. Please don't be Skaven. You're not Skaven. Okay, good. I'm super happy about that, actually. I know I keep harping on the terrible, terrible idea to go to war with the Skaven, but it seemed like a really good idea at the time, because I thought they just had rinky-dink armies in a province I could very quickly capture. No. They had huge, beefy armies in insane garrisons. It was just a terrible, terrible thing to do. We won't be doing that again, unless we've got like 5 armies up there I can play around with. Okay, Norska, Wintertooth, Bretonia, none of these people are anywhere near us. Maybe we'll take a boat maybe we'll go on a little voyage over to the east and see how the Bretonnians are doing in the land of the Empire. That would not be the worst idea. If I'm remembering correctly, the land is not that inhabitable. Oh, somebody assaulted our units. Koval's units. Okay, how badly? I mean, you didn't do no damage there. You didn't do no damage at all. Can anyone deal with that? I don't have any heroes around this area. Okay. Alright, Morathi, you're pretty much healed up right now. Can you get right to the White Tower? Yes, you can. Why don't we just put it under siege, because all they're going to do is just get a bigger and bigger army there, and it's just going to be harder and harder to do. Yes, let's just get some siege equipment queued up, get that started. I mean, what they've got is not fantastic. It's almost entirely Tier 1 infantry. They do have one sort of legendary regiment of renown there, but even that's not that bad. They've got a lot of indirect fire. They've got a lot of archers, including these sea guards. But, alright, put those guys under siege. I could just do a lightning strike on them, but then the army's not going to go away. Alright. Let's play by the smart way to do this. Just bring Koval up and back up Morathi, like literally right in her back. And can I possibly get you into encampment stance? No, I can't. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. So that's going to be covered right now. And Velatroth, I would love... You do have a hero there. You have Sarah. Oh, we haven't used her in a while. Why don't we bring... If I put you into March mode... Hey, Desmond, welcome! You just came back from a long clean. Were you cleaned, or were you cleaning your house? Because if it was a long clean on your end, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, yeah, Tower of Lisanne. You should be basically ready to fall. Yeah, there we go. Ready to fall. Ready to fall. Yeah, done. Done. Taken. Good. I can actually get him to do something else at this point. Fantastic. I will take the slaves every single time, even though it's a big hit on public order, but that will rectify myself. That will rectify very, very quickly. Multiple battles very far away from the capital. Good for you, Velatroth. Fantastic. I know we can't raid the Tower of Lisanne because now we own the Tower of Lisanne. I have a lot of beard to clean. Okay. Sounds like a personal issue or something between you and your doctor. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Alright, what did we inherit in the Tower of Lisanne? Well, building that we have to fix. Oh, it's already got an upgraded garrison. Excellent. Good. And it's got the money one, the industry. Okay, super. I can pretty much leave that as is. And what's my growth like in this area? Oh, I should have the growth points very soon to get that up to level 3. In fact, pretty much when this is done, we can move that up to level 3. That will be a nice, solid province that we've got going on there. That's going to be great. Helenor. I would love it if you can get as far over here as you humanly can in your blood cauldron, which just looks awesome. It's got a statue of you on top of it. I wish my car had a statue of me on top of it. That'd be neat. And who else needs things to be doing? Oh, yeah, you guys. Yastra and, what's your name? Nightshade. Start heading in this direction. Wow, we are just despoiling this area. We have wrecked Lothern. That's so neat. I like destroying Lothern. And then when I play as the High Elves, I like keeping Lothern and destroying everything else. Tordranel. Oh! A thing happened. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. Thank you very much for that. I'm waiting for the 7-second delay to know what happened, but a thing happened. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Art, you are such a superstar. And now that I have my headphones on, I can actually thank you, like, right now instead of 2 days later in Discord. Thank you, Art. I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to that one. Possibly not as much as I'm looking forward to the next Total War, but I am looking forward to that. Nightshade. Oh, right. I was going to look at Tordranel. You have a pretty garbage garrison, actually. Let's go ahead and get that at least encircled while I bring... Oh, actually, I could kind of take this right now. You don't even have walls up. Sure. Let's bring the Hydra out for a spin. Let's bring the Hydra out for a spin. Give the Hydra some air. It's not Robert the War Hydra. Garbage garrison sounds like food. Oh, don't get me started on food. I haven't eaten all day. I work in a restaurant and I haven't eaten all day. I might have had a tater tot. That was about it. But don't get me started on food. Not like yesterday or last week with the donut thing. Now those riders may be a little bit fussy, but I bet we can handle that. I bet we can take these guys out no problem. We have a really beefy front line in this army. That is a tanky front line there. Ganeth Executioners. Oh yeah, we got all the good stuff. This is one of our newer armies, so that makes a lot of sense. We have better infrastructure in place. Bringing me some garbage garrison. Is it better than tater tots? Because tater tots are pretty good, and I've had at least 2 of those today. I've cooked most of them, truth be told. I've never worked in a kitchen in my life. This is my first week working in a kitchen. I'm pretty much a front-of-house guy, so this is all new to me. Okay, how can we wreck some high elves today? Pretty easily is probably the answer to that question. Let's get the good old Reaper Bolt Throwers going. Set up over here, right on a nice big hill. And let's get you set up to your little 3 spears rather than a 1. And it's Carbon Garrison because you eat it fast. Fair enough. Fair enough. You can be over, oh, I don't know, sort of here-ish. Let's just get some people moving in the right direction here. These guys can be over here. I don't even think we're going to need half of these people. There's a very real chance that most of them aren't even going to get involved in the battle. But just in case, let's get this line going here. And did I put you off skirmish mode? I have now. There we go. And let's get my tank. Actually, let's do the spears right, or not the spears, I'm sorry, I meant the complete opposite, the halberds right in front. Actually, the halberd is not an opposite of a spear at all. It's very like a spear, just slightly different. Let's just get a nice tanky front line here. Not you, but you two. Actually, put that there, just in case. They're probably going to try and flank us, because they do have some cavalry there. So let's just put these guys there. It's not what they're made for, but they'll do the job. They'll do the job just fine. And then Lillian, you can kind of be up front, so you can get in and punch things. And Nightshade, you can be back here. You are not that experienced as a spellcaster, so you probably don't have much good. Harpies can kind of hang out over here-ish. Yeah, oh, and War Hydra. Dear Lord, I almost forgot about War Hydra. How could I have been so silly? War Hydra, right up front. There we go. Start that battle. This probably won't take long. I'm going to say this is probably not going to be a long battle. You guys can start firing any darn time you feel like it. Anytime. There you go. There you go. Anytime you felt like firing on these guys, that'd be okay. Yeah, just keep doing that. I think they're going to be basically kind of wrecked before they even get near us. With that being said, though, slow it down just a sec. What spells do you have? Oh, more than I thought. Okay. Got anything really good? Meh. Not super good. What do you got? Good against armor, good penetration, effective at all ranges. Who have they got that's got armor? Oh, well, the noble. Fine, fire that at the noble. There you go. Do that. Fire that at him. Did you fire that? Yep, you did. Okay, super. Sure, do a Flock of Doom, because why not? It's like Flock of Seagulls, but slightly different. Do that sort of... who am I playing as? Sorry, Desmond, I do get a little distracted when I'm actually doing the battles. We're the Dark Elves. We're the Dark Elves. We've carved out a real good empire in the Dark Elf continent, and now we're invading Lothern. Actually, no, don't... Well, you're not going to do as well against Spears, War Hydra, but by the same token, you'll do fine. You'll do just fine. Go ahead and take that out. Oh, Helenor, where are you? Lillian, sorry. You go beat up the Lord, who's actually almost dead anyway. Everybody else, if you've got something to shoot, shoot someone. This should take seconds. Oh, spells are back up. Good. Fire on anything you care to fire on. Totally fine. Just fire on anything. This is all fine. You know what? Send the harpies in just for good measure. Because why not? And where's the cavalry? Go ahead and charge those guys. Go ahead and charge right in. Oh, speaking of cavalry, where's my missile cavalry? Yeah, they've basically given up. This was kind of a silly battle. I probably should have auto-resolved this one, but there it is. No, go get them. Go get them. Charge right in. All right, well, charge these guys then. It's all fine. Charge those guys. Charge somebody. At bare minimum, we'll just make the archers move so they're not firing. Oh, yeah, this isn't going super well for them at all. Yeah, that didn't really work out. And here comes the monstrous flying harpies to seal the deal. My favorite Greek monster, the man-eating livestock. Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, that battle just was silly. That was almost not worth fighting, but nice to take War Hydra out for a spin. Harpies are a close second. They're not actually my favorite in Warhammer because they're real flimsy. It's weird. When you play them as a player, they're super flimsy, but the AI suddenly seems to have stronger ones where... But long story short, you can effectively shoot them out of the air before they even get anywhere near you. They're super flimsy. They're not my favorites, but they'll do the job. What I use flyers for primarily is to go and snipe off artillery. So I'll sneak the flying units around the bulk of their army, and when they break away from their artillery and leave it behind, I'll send them in to take out the artillery. They're super handy for that. All right, decisive victory, yes. Dawnstone, what does that do? Physical resistance plus 15%. Okay, that's fine. Happy to have that. And what do I want to do with Tordranil? I don't really want to occupy it. I'm going to burn it to the ground, because this is uninhabitable to me. I mean, I can technically live there, but it'll be a complete chore to try and maintain it and keep it up. And oh, the public order would be garbage. Yeah, I'm going to burn this to the ground. There we go. Burn to the ground. Sorry, Tordranil. And, okay, you got a thing. And let's keep you moving up there. Oh, you already moved as far as you can, Yastra. Okay, sorry. You don't know much about this world other than the Skaven. Oh, the Skaven. We're kind of, unfortunately, at war with them. The Skaven are really interesting. They're a great, great faction, both in the lore and in the game. They're tricky to play in the game, because all of their units are, unless you get into the super high-tier stuff, all of their units are just garbage. You got to fight with numbers, and you just end up fighting in a very, very different way. It's very cool. You end up fighting your battles in a completely different way, because it's not just form a line, charge in, do your thing. You've got to use distractions, where, you know, that's where the menace below comes in. You've got to use indirect fire. You've got to harass them. You've got to kind of pull some units off of their army and get them one by one. It's just a very, very different way of playing. And what's ironic is that, well, it's not ironic. It's obviously your factions are kind of going to be polar opposites. Their main enemies in Lustria are the Lizardmen, who are just complete tanks. They can take rat all day long and shrug it off. Use horrid slaves to distract them. You got to fight with cool magics. I just did like 3 magic spells in that. It was just such a silly short battle that nobody noticed. Yeah, I totally did magic there. You are sitting there. Okay. And who else do I have kicking around in this neighborhood? None of you. You just moved into the Tower of Lisanne. What if I sent Velatroth and Who's-he-what's-it-here, Yastra, on either side of the gate? That might be the way to go, though. I still need to take Tor Eller. And that had a really, really beefy garrison. Like, super, super beefy. It's actually not a huge garrison, but it's a very beefy one. And they've got solid walls. I'm going to cast my flashy, loud magic. Is that all the same High Elf faction? Yes, basically. Short answer, yes. This is all Lothern. You can tell with the banners, Hawk, so, you know, obviously the banner represents what faction holds the town, or the settlement, as the case may be, and I think at this point there are no other High Elf factions left, because they've all confederated into Lothern. So yeah, right now we're just stuck with Lothern. There was a bunch more when we started this game, but they've all confederated now. Speaking of confederation, let me have a look at my little diplomatic screen here. Yeah, Kar, you have one town, and yet you're strangely not willing to confederate with me. I'd really like to look at... Ooh. Could have a thought about beginning to confederate with the Blessed Dread. That would put a huge presence down in Lustria. I don't know if I want to do that right now. And Harganeth, I really want to super keep you on my good side. So, but you're not... Oh, you're not into a trade agreement because my reliability is so low. Yeah, that's fair. I did just take a bunch of money off the Lizardmen for peace and then immediately go to war with them. That's kind of fair. You know what? I'm not that reliable. You're right, Crone Hellebron. You are totally right on that. Strangely, Lothern isn't friends with me. I wonder why. It's because I'm burning their territories to the ground. Clan Skyer like me, though. Hey, where are you guys? Oh, you're all the way over in the other kingdom. You're on the other continent. But you basically like me. Can we trade with you? Please say yes. Probably not. Well, let's start with a non-aggression pact. Let's see if you'll go for that. You're not anywhere near me, so it doesn't hurt me at all to have a non-aggression pact with you. Do you have all of your streams saved up in one place? They are all on YouTube, and they are in appropriately named playlists. So there's the Total War playlist, the Sims one, and then there's one playlist that's just random streams that I've done every now and then, just kind of one-off streams. So yeah, they're all in there. In fact, there's right on the front page of the channel, there's a whole thing of, you know, a little whatever horizontal row of all the live streams. So yes, short answer, yes. Okay, Torch Randall burned to the ground. We'll probably keep burning the rest of that to the ground. Velatroth has some skill points. What do I want you to do? You're actually only level 9. You're not even that good yet. Why don't you take Linebreaker or... No. Take Dreaded Slaver. Because that's just more slaves, and more slaves is more money. That's an easy one. Nightshade, of course, leveled up. You are still not very good. We really have some very low-level lords. We've actually done a good chunk of our, you know, of our campaign here without really getting these guys to very high level. You can also have a... Oh, actually, no, let's just keep going with your magic. Even though your first tier magic is kind of terrible. Yeah, take that one, because that will buff our units, give them a little armor piercing. That is nice. Nightshade berries are sweet. I don't know if this Nightshade's berry is sweet, and that sounded so much better in my head and less creepy in my head. Okay, back to Lillian, my death hag. Oh, you've got nothing. You're level 5, for God's sakes. Why don't you spread a little more corruption in the world? It's like have a Coke and a smile. Just spread a little more corruption as you're walking around. Did you know with Bobcat, also, welcome Bobcat, during the Mercury 9 mission, astronaut Gordon Cooper is said to have drawn a map from orbit showing the locations of a number of sunken Spanish treasure ships. Okay, we'll wait for the second part of that. How did he see them underwater? Like, I could see like a satellite doing that, but I don't... How did Gordon Cooper just sort of look out the window and go, hey... See that down in the ocean there? That's a treasure ship right there. How did he see them underwater? And why didn't anyone else see them from like a regular old plane or something? These are questions I need answers for. Oh, are you finally going to wipe out Karen Carr? You're starting to. That will be the end of them. That's the only thing they've got left out there. They refused confederation with me a couple of times, so this is all on them. And I see Vol's Anvil is ready to be upgraded for something. I don't know what, but upgraded into something. This is Lillian. She's our death hag. She spreads corruption. That's pretty much it. She just walks around spreading corruption. Like the earth turns to ash under her feet. And I've just made it do that a little bit better than it was before I did that. Who's that? Who is... Oh, it's the Pirates. Pirates of Sartosa. Oh, I'd really not rather have a pirate incursion in Lothern. It's enough problem with the vampires. Because, you know, vampires. So if we can avoid having pirates in Lothern, that would be great. We've got a really good gig going on with the vampires. You take one part of Lothern, I take the other. Some of it we keep, some of it we burn to the ground. Working on getting the High Elves out of there. The legend says that he used a sensor package that the DoD built to find Soviet submarines to detect the ship. Ah, well, that answers my question then, doesn't it? There we go. Gross habits of the ground and it shrivels up in disgust. Yeah, well, with a title like Death Hag, if you walk out the door and say, I'm a Death Hag, you gotta figure you're gonna have some disgusting habits. I mean, it kind of goes with the title. You're not gonna be, I would say, super hygienic or polite or anything like that if you're calling yourself a Death Hag. Not just a regular hag, a Death Hag. It's like upgraded hag. What happened? Assault unit success, okay. Again, Terra is kind of just picking away at Marathi. Oh, and that made Marathi hapless. That is unfortunate. Okay. Oh yeah, Karen Carr's gone. Yep, faction destroyed. Didn't think they'd last very much longer. Okay, we've gained an elf servant out of nowhere. Lords in this region have a chance to gain 1 loyalty. Good job, Sarah. Well done. Well done. You'd be surprised at the cleanliness of most Fae. No, I probably wouldn't. I don't think it's very surprising at all. What did I say needed upgrading? Oh, Val's Anvil. What do you think I want to build down here? Ooh, lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Okay, well, get your upgraded walls for a start. That's a huge chunk of money. And speaking of money, you've got your upgraded industry. You could get a slave market. That will be more money from slaves. That's a huge amount of money just to do that. Random fact with Bird Brains, the SM-54 was a Russian 406mm self-propelled mortar developed in 1957. It was 20 meters long and fired a nuclear shell. You're all about the nuclear facts these days, Bird Brains. We had that whole thing about the nuclear bomber with the nuclear reactor in the bomber, which really sounds like a terrible idea. Iron mining. Yeah, sure. Mine some iron. And what else could we pop down in here? Anything really good? Oh, you know what? We kind of need the public order building around here. Like, now. We should totally have that. Yeah, get that going immediately. I didn't realize, why is public order quite this low? Lack of corruption. It's low because I don't have anything that's making it high. Okay, that's fine. We'll get the public order building down there. That's totally fine. Hey, Squid Boss, welcome! Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. What was my plan? Oh, I was bringing... Where did, what's-her-name go when the Blood Cauldron? Helenor. Can you get over here and start picking off some of these enemy agents? Because they're just harassing us at this point. They're just being fussy. And now that we've taken out Tordranel, what's the next step here, Nightshade? Your units are basically in good shape. A little bit of a hit on that Black Guard, but that's basically fine. Keep moving in this direction. What's next on the burn it to the ground mission? The nuclear-powered nuclear bomber, while a bad idea for an airplane, did result in developing technology that can let us power long-range spacecraft. Well, there you go. A lot of birds will completely shoot their ass feathers off when panicked. I did not know that, Desmond. You are correct. I did not know that. You, Yastra, start charging up in this direction. I mean, I could always resettle these areas later if I felt the need to, but they are, again, uninhabitable. So it'd just be a real pain to get anything at all done there. Lord Not Moved, who is that? Oh, Koval, right. Just go ahead and do your channeling stance. Just do your encampment stance. You can't use solar powers for power very reliably past Jupiter. That is very true. It's probably very, very dark once you get over there. Lord Not Moved, whom? Oh, Koval. Yeah, no, that's fine, game. We're not moving Koval. Koval can stay right there. Settlement upgrade. Oh, Tyrannog. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that can be level 5. We have a lot better growth over here than I anticipated. So, yeah, sure. Be a level 5 city. See if I care. We've got all sorts of fun things over here. We've got monsters. We've got a port. Tora and Rock's working out great. Unassigned skill points. Whom? Oh, Sarah. Good. Why don't you be... Because I'm totally going to send you to assassinate people. Why don't you be slightly better at it now? Good job. Angry dwarf noises? Oh dear. That's no good. Nobody wants an angry dwarf. We could go invade the dwarves. Dwarves are like fighting lizardmen, though. Dwarves just don't die. They never die. They're complete tanks, and their morale is outstanding. They just won't go down. But we could theoretically go invade the dwarves. They're kind of a far way away. It would be a long trip. It would be a long trip just to even get near it. And we'd have to go through, the Bretonnians, the Wood Elves, probably some vampires, or at least undead on the way. Can you say hello to the orcs for me? Orcs, those guys are over there too, now that I think of it. Those guys are in that neck of the woods. We could bypass the orcs, but they're in that neighborhood. They all live in the same area. Okay, Lokir, you're back up here again. Oh no, I'm sorry, you're not. We are looking at a different part of the map. These are the guys that I was just thinking about. And you've decided to just sail up to Lothern, look at it, and then sail back. And accumulate a lot of attrition while you're doing that. Interesting choice, Lokir. Interesting choice. Vampires have an agent kicking around here. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole. That sounds like that should be a song of some sort. You guys are just kind of re-embedding yourself back in the Shrine of Assyrian. That's okay. And you've just got random vampire agents kicking around on this side. I feel like the vampires are really dropping the ball. I feel like I'm doing the bulk of the work in the whole takeover Lothern plan that we had working along here. Because they've lost a lot of territories. They have a lot of territories that they used to have that they don't anymore. Oh, it is a song. Okay. Do I have the Chaos DLC? Yes, I do. Hawk. I absolutely do. I have all, as far as I'm aware, I have all of the faction DLC. So I have all the available factions available to me. Chaos is fine. I know a lot of people complained about the Chaos DLC because it didn't have like 1 or 2 specific units that they wanted to see, but it's totally fine DLC. It's just that the Chaos is obviously a Horde faction. So you're not actually taking over cities. Every now and then I will play as, is Chaos on the map? Yeah, it's probably around here somewhere. Trust me, Hawk, the game will pop up and say, the hordes of chaos are coming for you, and then we'll have some chaos. It usually happens late game, and then they'll just start sending endless waves of chaos at you until you die. Oh god, another successful assault unit. Marathi is really not doing well over here, and Steel Technology. Oh, Sabioth's back, though. Oh, good. That's actually great. Now I can start assassinating people, because he's an assassin. So, the kind of shorter answer to your question, Hawk, is I don't often play as Horde factions, because it kind of takes out the building an empire part of the game, because they don't do that. They just burn cities to the ground, you know, because they're chaos. That's kind of their jam. So, I have it. I don't often play it. I've messed around with it a little bit, and it's fine. I mean, their units are fine. It's kind of... It's a meh faction. Like, okay, they got basically the usual units you would expect, and it's kind of diversified, say, unlike, I don't know, the dwarves where they don't have cavalry or something. Anyway, long story short, yes, got it, don't often play it. You are fitting agents humans? Okay, I have no idea what that says, Squig. And are you fighting agents humans or bots? Okay, fighting agents, humans, or bots. What do you mean by that? Like, am I playing this multiplayer? No. I'm playing against AI, obviously. Is that what you mean to say? Because I'm not 100% sure how those words are working in a sentence. I've also just had a very long day at work, so I could be completely misreading that. Sabioth, where are you? Short answer, where are you? Oh, you can actually get all the way up here. How's Tor Anrek looking? Anlek, rather. Ooh, kind of beefy. Not a huge garrison, but kind of beefy. Sorry, is this an online game? Oh, okay, I'm going back to what you said before, Squig. Is this an online game? You can play it in multiplayer. It's not online, per se. Like, it's not an MMO, if that's what you're asking. But you can play it in multiplayer. I am not doing that. This is a single-player campaign that I have going on. So I hope that answers your questions. I think it does. So you are Nightshade. Okay. Your army is basically healed. But we got some walls we have to go up against. Fine. That's all fine. And what lives up here? It's a strategic location to the High Elves and Dark Elves, and it might provide a unique building chain. Oh, maybe I do want this area. I don't know. Let's go find out. Oh, and those guys showed up. Yeah, that's fine. Start putting some siege equipment together, and I'll get back to you guys on if we're actually going to go in there. Get out of there, because I see that... Yeah, okay, Crone Helleborn actually showed up with Harganath, and they've taken the Shrine of Cain. They can have the Shrine of Cain if they're really keen on it. If they really want it, they can totally have it, and I am not going to war with them. I have a feeling, because I think I'm ranked number 2 on the planet, I have a real good feeling they're number 1. So I'm not going to go to war with them. If they want to have these 3 territories, in fact, I might just leave. I might just abandon this siege and leave. That's not the worst idea I've had. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're doing. Really appreciate you checking in, Crone Helleborn, but we're out. You can have this. You can totally have this city. Didn't want it, was going to burn it to the ground anyway. If you guys want to take it, you can have it. Great, we can move on to other things, like maybe finally getting one of these gates. So head on up to the Unicorn Gate and just sort of stand there. And then I'll bring Nightshade over and have you help her out. How's the siege going over in the White Tower? Slow. Could I kind of leapfrog that with, say, Velatroth? Oh, we still need to take Tor Elrir, though. Okay, start moving in that direction. And what else is Tor Elrir connected to? Whitefire Tor. Okay. I could maybe leapfrog and get Whitefire Tor first. What are they? I don't know what they have there because I can't see it yet. Trying to figure out where they've got their military. They've got not a small amount of it right here in Tor Elrir. Okay. It's not even like they've got a big garrison, but they have major walls. They have walls that could wreck me and towers that can absolutely wreck me. Alright. What do I do with this information? I have to have a little bit of a think about this. While I'm thinking about this, Hellenor, can you please start dealing with some of these enemy agents? Why is your chance so low? What's your problem, Hellenor? Apparently you have no shot. Target's effects are minus 50%. Wow. Okay. Anyone else down here? I can't even see who's in here anymore. This is so crowded down here. You can... Is it just their one hero who keeps harassing me? Okay, well, go... you know what? Go embed yourself in somebody's army. I just legitimately want to see your blood cauldron on the map. And who else needed a thing to be doing? Koval's going to stay right there. Where's Sabioth? Because Sabioth's really good at assassinating people. Oh, there we go. Tower of Lisanne. Up to level 3. Yeah, I knew that would be fine. And there's Sabioth. Okay. Sabioth, are you going to have any better luck with this guy? If we can actually focus on him? No, no. Because that freaking bird keeps moving. Ah! Alright, just get off the bird there. Keeps throwing my targeting off. Sabioth, I need you... There we go. There we go. Assassinate. Yes, 74% chance. Please kill him. Good. There's one enemy agent off the map. So that worked out. At least we got that done. I don't know why Hellenor was so bad at that. He has some sort of special defense, but not against Sabioth, because Sabioth is awesome. That's why people try to assassinate him all the time. But he's immortal. If he dies, he just comes back in 4 turns. It's all fine. Yo, you got an agent over there as well. Well, that's fussy. You don't have much any sort of armies left, though. Oh, please don't tell me you're going to go resettle Tordranil. You know what? Go resettle it. Go resettle it. There are other Dark Elves who are stronger than me that are coming your way. So you resettle whatever you want to resettle. Who is... Oh, who's throwing the bird, Bobcat? Yeah. No, the bird was just bouncing up and down, which just made my targeting really, really stupid. I couldn't focus on actually assassinating the guy because he was on a bird that just kept bouncing up and down. Little fussy. So, yeah, go ahead and resettle Tordranil. I don't actually have a problem with that. because somebody else is just going to come down and smash you. And that land's uninhabitable to me. It can't be much better for you. I don't think it's any better for you than it is for me. Okay, so Steel Technology critical failure. Oh, good. That means you'll be off the map for a little bit. Lord Not Moved, whom? Yastra. Okay. Nightshade, start going to March stance. Start heading this way. And then the next turn, I can look at what we want to do with the Unicorn Gate here. Yeah, do that. Do that for me, please. Yastra, just be in normal stance and then don't do anything at all. I really think you get a kick out of a game I've been playing called Halcyon 6. Kind of unknown, so maybe not great for the channel. Maybe it's Dave time game. Oh, interesting thought. Although if it's kind of unknown, it might be perfect for the channel, because obviously we're all kind of looking for that one game that doesn't have a lot of content, but maybe has a lot of buzz behind it. Lord Not Moved, which one? Koval's going to stay right there. I will definitely check it out, Jess. I will absolutely check it out. I was talking to Civilian about, like when you say a Dave time game, I was talking to Civilian about that, fellow Granite Accents member Civilian, and we were both kind of in agreement that doing like a gaming channel, when we play a game for ourselves, when I just sit down like, wow, I got nothing to do for a couple hours, I'm just going to play a game purely for pleasure, no recording, no commentary, just sit down and play a video game, we always fall back to classic games that we know we're going to love, because we don't have time to screw around. If we get a chance to play a game for fun, we don't have time to really like experiment with a lot of games. Sure, I mean we do, but if you look on my Discord and you see that after this stream I'm playing Total War, it's because I don't have time to mess around and take a chance on a game. I have to dive into a game I know I'm going to love. So you will often see me playing Total War, Fallout, Civilization 6, just games that I know I like, and therefore, that's what I'm going to focus my time on. Which Lord has not moved this time? Velatroth. Oh, right. We were going to think about swinging you over to Tor Elrear. Maybe you should... You know what? Here's what we're going to do with you. Here's what we're going to do with you, Velatroth. We're going to leapfrog this. We're going to leave Tor Elrear for last. It's pretty easy for me. If I can't stream it, then it's just time game. Gotcha. Can stream it, it's a channel game, since I can't stream a lot of games. Gotcha. That makes sense. And then maybe I just have 3 armies assault the gate. That's not the worst idea. I've had stupider ideas. I've had stupider ideas today. Hero Not Moved. Please be Sabioth. Yeah, okay. Is there anyone else you could be killing down here? I can barely tell what's even going on down here. No, I think you've killed everyone you need to kill. Any other heroes in the general vicinity that need to be assassinated? Because I'm ready to assassinate you now. I am completely ready to assassinate. Unfortunately, you can't assault those units because they're under siege. Is there anything you could do with... It's not even worth doing things just to get experience, because you're maxed out. You are a level 40 assassin. There's nothing I can do to make you any better than you are right now. Why don't you... I mean, I suppose I could embed you. Yeah, embed into Marathi's army. You guys have been around since day one. You may as well. Okay. Gate's looking tasty. Leapfrogging Yastra, Velatroth, excuse me, over to maybe even Evershale. I'm going to start picking these guys off. Okay, end that turn. End that turn. And we'll see what the next move is going to be. Yeah, they got a hero bouncing around over there. That's basically okay. Oh, you performed block army and you failed. That's fine. You can block that army all you want because it's not going anywhere. It's actually going to stay put. So please feel free to waste your time blocking that army. I have no problem with that. It's not moving in the near future. Oh yeah, Hexodal, we're still technically at war with you again. Would you like to sue for peace again and give me some money for it? I would totally appreciate that. Oh, I miss being in Lustria. Oh, Lustria. I just did a huge Skaven campaign where we kind of took over all of Lustria. That was fun. And then we moved over and killed everyone else. By the end of the campaign, it was basically me, the vampires and the high elves stuck on Lothern. They didn't go anywhere else. So, yeah, that was fun. Rats ruled the world, which is a good time. And the vampires were friends with them because they're vampires. And they're basically into rats. Oh, yeah, Lokir. Lokir Fellheart. How much do you own down here, Lokir? Looks like a decent chunk. You usually do very poorly. You're not... The AI for Lokir Fellheart is not very good at playing Total War. Not at all. Oh, there's the Skaven. Yeah, that's Clan Rictus. Again, we are technically at war with them, and I'd prefer not to be. If there's any way we could kind of call that off, that'd be great, except you kind of really hate me now, and my reliability rating is very, very low. Possibly because I accepted money for peace and then immediately went to war with you in the same turn. I could see how you'd say I was unreliable. That's fair. That's totally fair. And, oh, Talaxlan. That's a nice little settlement. I like that one. Okay, we're just bouncing back and forth. You're just literally sending your heroes back and forth between two towns. Are they messengers? Is it some sort of food delivery service? Because whatever it is, I don't care, because it's in Lustria, and I'm not. How do you feel about CK2? It's a game I want to love, but it's a little above my pay grade in terms of level of complexity. That would be something where I'd have to sit down. Like, you know what I compare that to? That's like a Stellaris for me, where I really want to take so much time and get wicked into the game because it's so complex. I think they both have, similar degrees of complexity. I don't have that kind of time to get into it. I've watched Civilian play it, and it's fantastic. It's a little above my pay grade in terms of complexity. There is a level of complexity where I kind of tap out and go, you know what? I will watch somebody play this. I will happily watch somebody play this. Oh no, Hawk, it's not that I don't like Stellaris. I'm just terrible at it. I love the idea of Stellaris. I love watching people play Stellaris. Watch many a true nerd play Stellaris a lot. So no, don't confuse the two statements there, Hawk. It's not that I don't like it. I'm not good at it, and therefore I don't have the time at all, simply zero time, to put in the necessary time that would be required to get good at it, or even to play it at a level where I'm just not immediately killed or immediately failing and doing stupid things. So no, please don't confuse those two statements, Hawk. When I say I don't want to play a game, it's not because I necessarily don't like it. I just don't have the time to invest in it. Europa Universalis 4, kind of glanced at it on Steam, haven't really looked at it too much. So don't know very much about it at all. Their hero failed to do whatever they were doing. Oh, something needs to be built in Port Elistor. I will happily do that. You'd like to be level 3. I would like you to be level 3. That's going to work out well for everybody concerned. And all sorts of people need to be moved. Yastra, who's leading the charge here? Probably Nightshade. Yeah, Nightshade should probably lead the charge here. Let's put the Unicorn Gate under siege and just kind of see what happens. And then I'm going to bring in... They don't actually have walls up here, which is neat. If we can get them to come out to us, we're going to be in good shape. We're going to have multiple artillery units, for one. Yeah, Bobcat already knows I don't play KSB. So go talk to anyone else about that. You accidentally turned the stream off with your hip. Oh, dear. Well, apparently you've worked it all out. Good. Figured Bird Brains would play it. Okay. No, Bobcat already knows I don't play that, so this is obviously not concerning me at all. I'm just going to move my Dark Elves around. Yeah, why don't you... How beefy is Whitefire Tor? Not that beefy. The answer to that question is not very much. Can you get on land first? And how much movement are you going to have left? Not enough. Okay, Whitefire Tor may be able to go down next time. I think that's actually all my armies. All my armies are kind of committed to sieging things right now. Lord not moved. Yep, we're not moving that Lord. It's fine, game. Where did Sabioth go? Oh, I embedded him. Never mind. Sabioth's kind of chilling with Marathi right now. That's totally okay. How are you guys doing up here in the Shrine of Cain? And actually, let's just have a chat with you. Let's make sure we're 100% on your good side. Oh no, they're actually strength rank 5. Technically, we are a larger world power than they are. I might dispute that myself, because they own basically the entire of the north. And now they're moving into Lothern. I just want to make sure that we wicked stay on your good side. Okay, Desmond. All right, cool. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Good luck with the beard. Yeah, I really want to stay on these guys' good side. Except my reliability is so low, they're just not even interested in talking to me. But we're trusted friends. They're unlikely to go to war with me. Or against me, rather. So that's fine. We'll just kind of leave them be. Okay, end that turn. And then see what happens. Okay, here comes that guy with a failure. Fine, that's a total failure. And then... yeah, okay, Hexodal again. Okay, I will be back in, like, 60 seconds, guys. I am going to just sort of, use the facilities. I will be right back. See you in just a bit. So if I'm not talking, that's what's happened. How do you improve your reliability? By not accepting money for peace and then immediately going to war with them in the same turn, Hawk. That's a good start. It's just by honoring your treaties. Basically, honoring your treaties. So if you... if you set up a non-aggression pact with somebody, don't go and burn their city to the ground. If you honor your treaties, and that will tick up. That will fade over time, so I will gradually become more and more reliable. But I am going to take advantage of this turn counter to have a bathroom break, so I'll be right back in like 60 seconds. Okay, much better indeed. Yeah, the game plays without me, Jess. It's pretty cool like that. When I'm playing this on my laptop, which is the old garbage rig, the turn counters take so long. I can go like have a snack. I can and go down to the store or something. It's just you gotta let it run. Anything that's important, they're gonna tell you about at the end of the turn anyway. So it's not like I'm really gonna miss something. Do that, and you got an organ merchant. Oh, income and trade up. That's good. I wish people liked me enough to actually do trade with me. Now, all sorts of lords are not moved, and I notice the Unicorn Gate has not decided to come out and play. Is that because I've got two fairly beefy armies backing me up here? Yeah, you're still saying you're not... Oh, it's those gate guards. Those gate guards. I want them to come to me. I really want them to come to me. That's my goal. Because then they're going to have to literally come to me. That's kind of the point. If I instigate the attack now, then they could just stand back and let me walk to them, which is basically walking into a shooting gallery. I want the exact opposite to happen, where they walk into my shooting gallery. Alright, Velatroth. What's your army could use some updating, actually. It's not a bad army. It could just be better than it is right now. You are very, very missile heavy here. You have a whole bunch of missiles and not really much of a front line here. Okay. But you got Sarah with you, so that's good. How's Evershale looking these days? Not very good. And then that goes to Gainvale and Tor Sarior. Sawar, I don't know. Both of which looks like they have... Alright, well, let's start this party right by destroying one city. Yeah, go ahead and... Are you in regular stance? Can you actually get there in regular stance? I'm going to leapfrog Whitefire Tor right now. Oh, you can't even actually make it there. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that next turn. How's the siege going, guys? How are we doing? Okay, plugging along on the siege. Do I want a brand new army? Just to kind of speed things up. Today I launched my first multi-sat rocket, but forgot to, 1, take the force down on the decouplers, and 2, put reaction wheels on the stats. That probably makes sense to Bobcat, I would imagine. And less to me. But good luck with the decouplers. Much better than C-couplers. You are going to... Do I just flat out want an army because I don't have any other way of speeding up Lothern here? Possibly. I have a fair bit of military infrastructure down here. I definitely have the money to be floating a 5th army. There's no problem with that. Let's just start that process a little tiny bit. So if I say... Oh, I could get a Black Arc going. Do I want a Black Arc? I need to do the right for it. What rights have we got kicking around, by the way? I haven't even looked at rights recently. Could do the Sacrifice to Authority. That's just basic public order and loyalty up. That's decent. Or I could just get a Black Arc that I almost never use. RCS forgives... Oh, yeah. Bobcat and Birdbrains have got a thing going on. I don't think I need to participate in it. They can just go and do that thing that they're talking about. Do I really need any of these right now? Although having Dark Conduit is just awesome. Does not affect friendly troops. Massive magical damage. Huge explosion area. Does kind of bring our vigor down a little bit. But there you go. No. Put the rights away for right now. Let's just look at something very simple. Like if I wanted a Lord Sid. Well, there's a very basic name for you. Now, we've got Astra, who's got a great starting loyalty. But then we're going to have Astra and Yastra. Kind of sounds like a set of brothers there. Is what I feel would be going on. What's malicious, though? Construction costs down, and hero recruit rank up. Kagarosh, spiteful. Oh, good weapon strength. 3 to 8 initial loyalty. Not terrible. Not terrible. Fleet-footed, speed up. I think we will take... I can just disband it later if it just gets fidgety, but let's take Kagarosh here. Yeah, weapon strength plus 5% for all units in the army. That's an incredible ability. That's a ridiculous ability. Yes, recruit him. Go ahead and do that. Oh, we got not an achievement, but we got money for that. Actually, we didn't get money. We just got a thing. Apparently, we're supposed to be doing that. Good for us. Oh, I don't have good frontline stuff down here, though. Well, start with some monsters. Let's get this party started right, because they take a while to recruit. Start with a Charybdis. And put in a couple of artillery units. And who else wants to come to this party? Not you guys. No, that's, give me... I'm going to double up on monsters. Do I want a Hydra and a Charybdis? Is that overkill? I feel it's not. I feel that's an acceptable amount of monsters to have. So, yeah, have a War Hydra and a Charybdis. Let's go all monster here. Lord Not Moved. That's probably Astra. That's fine. Go into channeling stance. Just hang out there. And who else hasn't been moved? You haven't been moved. Yeah, I know. Yastra has not been moved. Who's got skill points? Lililian? What has Lililian done for me lately? Why don't you, Lililian, start being... What is Witch Brew? Oh, it's a spell. It's an ability. Huh. What's Cry of War? Charge bonus up, leadership up, causes fear. Nice. Good job, you. Be slightly better at... No, just max out specialist. Because most of my heroes, apart from Sabioth, are terrible. So, better we can get them, better. Lord Not Moved, that's Koval, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that turn. Let's see how that plays out. And are Bird Brains and Bobcats still talking about satellites? Yes, okay. And occasionally Kraken, yeah. Hexodal, who we're at war with. Let's do the speediest turn counter we can here. If that will help in any way, shape, or form. I doubt it will. But hope springs eternal. Alright, what's Bird Brains up to? My first trip to Duna? I forgot to put landing legs on it, but I overkilled on the parachute, so I survived. Alright. Still launching things then, is what I'm gathering. And what else? Okay, we're stuck in Hexodal here. Yeah, I know. They exist. I've been at war with them for ages. It's fine. Just get me out of here. No, we're stuck looking at Talaxlan. Okay, that's an acceptable thing to be looking at, I suppose. And I never know how to pronounce this. Zautek? Zahutek? I don't know, but whatever it is, it used to be lizardy and now it's vampire-y. There we go. Back to us. Great, good. You were the target of unsuccessful hero actions and now you're fortunate. Good job, Nightshade. Oh, recruit convicts. What were we researching? Recruitment costs down for Dread Spears and upkeep down for Dread Spears. Cool. I appreciate that. Well, what technology would we like now? Because, boy, we've got a lot of it we could be doing. What is Daylight Denied? Income from mines and gold mines up, and stone quarries. That's good stuff. I could technically afford to get the upgrade. I may as well, because there's probably some really, really good stuff down here that I want. Yeah, go ahead and start that kicking. Go ahead and do that. Lord Not Move, that's going to be Yastra. Not moving. You're not moving. Here, okay, game, there's only one army that I want to move right now, and it's this one. Just go ahead and do that. How is that looking? Oh, yeah, it's a walkover. It's a complete walkover. Is this even worth fighting? It's kind of a silly fight again, but what the heck? Let's fight it anyway. Let's have a silly battle. I wonder if I could just do this with entirely the War Hydra. Probably. It's not really looking good for Zathos the High Elf here. Because I showed up with a full stack army, and he's got a couple of horsies and a couple of archers. Yeah, this will be a rather silly battle, but, you know, I like to show off any battle, if possible. Although sieging them out is always the best way to do it. Because then they just die, and you don't even have to do anything. I have learned that once they kind of make the commitment that they're not going to come out to you, they will just stay there and starve to death inside their city. It's kind of handy. Or they'll start suing for peace, in which case you know they're on the ropes. Alright, give me the artillery. Let's line that up right here. Go to your little three-pronged things. Yeah, you are wicked missile heavy. You got all sorts of missiles, not much else. So go ahead and line all those guys up sort of in that neck of the woods. Oh, yeah, sure, we'll put some Dark Riders over here. Oh, right, you have flying missile cavalry. I think you're my only army that has that. And you can kind of be over in this neck of the woods. And War Hydra kind of right up front. And the line that I have, which is actually not really that much, I've got to get something beefier on your front line. No question of that. You guys can all line up right there. Sarah, actually, you got a bunch of spells. You should be right up front. And Velatroth, you can also be right up front. What abilities do you have? Standard Die. Okay, that's kind of boring and tedious. You have Amber Spear, saw that. Wild Form, Flock of Doom again. Cursive and Rare Hair. That's a decent curse, actually. Oh, yes, Transformation of Kadon. Right, I knew somebody was holding that thing. Yeah, you can just well, not randomly. You can summon a Manticore out of nothing. I'm totally going to do that. Ah, but you can't use it if the army is full. Oh. Okay, so I can't use this on a full stack army. That's fussy. I have so many games on my console that if I wanted to play one of those on a PC, I would have to buy it again and basically start over. Start this battle. Can you... Are we a full stack army? Can you actually do this? Because I will totally do that. Oh, you can totally do that. Very short range, though. Wow, really short range. It's barely worth doing. Not in this fight, anyway. Okay, how's the artillery doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're just kind of mopping the floor with these guys. This is not going to end well for them. But, you know, just for fun, we'll send in, oh, I don't know, the cavalry. Because, what have you got? Reaver archers? Oh, yeah, they're going to mess up some Reaver archers. Yeah, you're charging forward. You think you got something going on. Let me assure you, you do not. We own you guys right now. Yeah, their front line's done. In fact, everything they've got is basically done. They are annoyingly just staying out of missile range because they're elves and they know they're really good at missile. They've got range like you read about. Velatroth, why don't you actually get stuck into things and go kill that guy? And you, summon a manticore because I have nothing better to do. Just go ahead and summon one in. I think that's fun. Oh, you have a magic horse, too. Good for you. Anytime you want to get that manticore going, that'd be nice. I did specifically ask for a manticore. There it is. Okay, go charge the back of this line here. Oh, you guys are chasing those guys off. Oh, that's going to take forever, guys. That's not going to work out so well. Probably stop doing that, actually. That's a silly plan. Don't do that. That was a very silly plan. Don't do that ever again. Come all the way back here. Come all the way back here. Thank you. And, oh, Sarah, you've got a flying horsey as well. I don't know. Curse those guys. Because why not? Let's go ahead and curse them. And actually, now that I think of it, why don't you guys come hit these archers? And where's my regular cavalry? They're right there. Okay, good. You're on that. Excellent. You can also start hitting those archers. And that should pretty much wrap these guys up. It's possible I could have just summoned in the Manticore to deal with all this. I didn't even drag the War Hydra out. It's just that these Reaver archers are being super fussy about not dying. Because they can fire while moving, and I don't have anything to really counter that. Let's just see if we can get everyone to be all shooty-shooty at these guys. Because everything else is broken. We're done. This battle is over. Except for these silly people. Oh, and they've got one more over there, too. They've got, yeah, two of those Reaver archers are just going to make this super fussy. Yeah, Velatroth, did you actually end up killing their lord, or did he just run away? I'd really kind of prefer he was dead, truth be told. So if you can kind of arrange that, I would super appreciate it. And somebody nail these archers. Come on, guys. Just kill them. I know they're fussy, but just deal with it. There we go. Now they're breaking. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, it's all over. There we go. Done, done, done. End that battle. Decisive victory. Well, kind of. Kind of. It was certainly a victory. They did some damage, though. We took 37 losses that we probably... And I bet almost all of those were those Reaver archers. So we... Do I want to take this town? I probably do. I probably do want to take this town. I can't see why I wouldn't anyway. We get some money from that? Not as much as I would like. How about a rank up? Okay, at least we got that out of that. That's good. And we'll obviously move right in, take the slaves and the 10% replenishment. Fantastic. Well, that's Evershale down. What did we inherit here? Building we have to repair. Already got a harbor. Already got your industry. Start throwing some walls up on this thing. We'll be fine. Public order is a... Well, you know what? That's going to be fine next turn. Although we'll have to watch about how quickly I move the military out of there. And remind me, Evershale is connected to Tor Sarior, right there, and Gainvale. Gainvale is going to be a tough nut to crack. But it can be done. Whitefire Tor. Yeah, and that goes to Tor Elrear. They're going to end up just locked into here because for some reason these two towns are really tough to get into. And how are you doing on the old recruitment thing here? Why don't you keep recruiting things? Like, say, some Black Ark Corsairs. Why don't you go ahead and get 2 of those in play? Thank you. Alright, Lord Not Moved. Yep, we know about that. Thank you very much. Unassigned skill points. That'll be Velatroth. Yep, no surprise. Why don't you... What does Sadistic do? Armor-piercing damage up. That is pretty good. Oh, you can get your Name of Power. Oh, we should totally do that for you. This is going to be aristocratic. Alright. Or revered. That improves the Lord's army. Could improve the province he's standing in or own combat skills. Let's go with army. That's never going to be a bad idea. Yeah, and then what actually is my choice in that regard? Okay. The Grey Vanquisher will do what? Upkeep down for a lot of things I don't really use very much. Armor up insanely, though. Or Kraken Claw. Armor-piercing weapon damage up. Plus 100%. Armor-piercing missile damage up 100% for Black Ark Corsairs. Oh, hell yes. Storm the beach, indeed. Storm the beach. I should actually make sure this guy has Black Ark Corsairs in his army. Velatroth, do you have Black Ark Corsairs? You have 1. I should get you some other ones. I should definitely get you some other ones. Maybe shave off a little bit of your missile infantry or 1 or 2 of your horses. Probably don't need that much. That's fine. Koval's not moving. That's 100% fine. Okay, end that turn. And keep things moving along a little bit. I want to check in on the next turn on the siege. And also on the... well, the other siege. Basically. We've got 2 sieges. I would like to check both of them, if at all possible. And I don't think why, I can't imagine why it wouldn't be possible, because it's just kind of clicking a button. Go ahead and get me through this turn counter. I would also like to check how the vampires are doing on the eastern coast here, because I think they've lost even more territory. I think they are kind of on their way out the door here. I don't know what that means for me. Am I going to end up owning most of Lothern, which I'm basically okay with? Oh, the Red Duke. The heck do you want? We're not even on the same continent. You want a non-aggression pact. Oh, my reliability has gone up a little tiny bit. That's nice. And apparently I'm the #1 ranked power. Huh. I'm very surprised by that. Sure, yeah, we'll have a non-aggression pact with you. I don't see any specific reason I'd want to go to war with you right now. Yeah, that's a decent non-attrition pact to have. Somebody blocked an army. That's fine. No armies are moving right now. Assault units failure. Where are all these people? Where's Sabioth to be dealing with this nonsense? Okay, upgrade 2. Good. What do we want to look at for tech now that we have the max level unlocked? Life of Dread. Ambush up. Slave decline rate down. Okay. Under the Yoke. That's leadership up for the monsters. That's not nothing. Leadership up for... actually, a fair no. I do use the Harganeth Executioners. I definitely use the Black Guard. Not so much on the other 2. 3. What will lead into something really, really good? That's what I kind of need to know. Dragons up. Melee attack up for the 2 primary monsters that I use. This is actually not that great a tech part of the tech tree. I feel there's better things in other parts of the tech tree. Like, what's Hunt Outlaws? Upkeep down. Spoils of War. Upkeep down. Endless Debauchery. Oh, here we go. There we go. Chaos Corruption up. And income from settlement buildings plus 15%. Is that every single building that produces income? Because if so, that... I mean, it doesn't say specific buildings, it just says settlement buildings. So I would assume that every single building that produces some sort of income is going to now be up 15% when I eventually get that unlocked. Very good. Okay, Lord Not Moved. Yep, we know that game. We've got that under control. How is the Unicorn Gate doing, by the way? Okay, that's Siege 1 checked in on. And Siege 2, how's Siege 2 doing? Okay, actually, you're going to be close to death momentarily. Super. How are the vampires doing? Yeah, I'm seeing... You know what? I can actually find out very quickly how you're doing. Boy, you are trusted friends. Yep, you and me, Noctilus. Yeah, you have 4 territories left. You really dropped the ball here, Count Noctilus. We had a really good plan, and one of your territories is out in the ocean. So basically, you've got, I think, 3 left. 1, and I think there's 2 more up there. You really dropped the ball, Noctilus. We had Lothern carved in half. You and me, trusted friends, carving Lothern in half. I took the western half. You took the eastern half. Look where you are now. Oh, there's your 3rd one right there. You know what? I almost kind of want to figure out a way to get the High Elves to take that out, because that would lock me in another province. But I'm not going to. I mean, at this point, I kind of could go to war with you, because you are weak now. You are very weak. Okay, well, go away, Noctilus. What's my next move? Sabioth. Now that I remember where you are. Sabioth, where are you, man? There you are. Thank you. I need you to do some assassinating, please. Because these guys are just kind of a pain in the butt. So, oh, there with the bird again. Assassinate Tyra. Do that. Thank you. Perfect. Well executed. And income from post-battle loot up. Good. That's 1 less hero on the map. Neat. Don't worry about the Lord not moved. Don't worry about that Lord not moved. Is there anything I need to be building around here? That would be a good thing to know. Like, say, more... Can I squeeze anything into Lothern, or is it Lothern all done? Oh, we're just waiting to move Lothern up to level 5. Tower of Lysanne's wide open, though. Okay, get your walls, get your industry. What do I need in terms of military here? I could use... Well, whatever's going to get me the Ganath Executioners. Which live where, again? I don't actually remember where they live. I may not be able to do that at all down here. Can I do that? No, I actually can't. The heck building do I need for that? Huh. It must be a special building to the Dark Elves. Okay, that's fine. It's 100% fine. Everything's fine. Then I'm pretty tapped out on military infrastructure down here. I don't really need any of this. I could get the Den of Outlaws for the Shades. What is my value there, though? What am I gaining out of that? Shades with Grace. I mean, they basically duplicate the Sea Guard from the High Elves. Shades dual weapon. Fine. You know what? I'll get it just for different. Just for different. Oh, Bird Brains. Okay, no problem, Bird Brains. You know what? You're not going to miss much because I'm going to call it momentarily anyway. I'm basically going to get to the next turn and call it because, frankly, I'm starving. I need to get some foods real soon. So don't sweat it, Bird Brains. Thank you, as always, for coming by. You know that. But you're not going to miss much because I'm just going to squeak through this turn. And then I am going to get something to eat because that's the kind of day it needs to be. The kind where I actually put food in my stomach. Oh god, they've got another hero over there. Oh, you searched your own ruins. How did that work out for you? I burned your city to the ground and then you looked at it. That was a good use of your money, was it? Because you paid to do that, I think. Oh, you did steal technology. Okay, that's fine. You can steal all the technology you want. I don't care. Knock yourself out with that. And more lizards again. And more lizards. Okay, fine. So we've got a cornucopia of lizards going on that we are, again, still at war with. If my reliability wasn't so critically low, I'd ask for peace again, or pizza. I'd be happy with either of those. But they're never gonna. It's never gonna fly. They're not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna get through the end of this turn very slowly while we look at Lord Mazdamundi in Lustria, because apparently that's where we've stopped. So good on you, Lord Mazdamundi. Thanks for you know what, Mazdamundi, could you just seriously do the thing where you give me 1,000 gold and I say, yep, we'll be at peace with you? Because that was a good gig. I really appreciated that. And a bunch of factions that I will never encounter. You were successful in that. An ambusher? Really? Where? Okay, in a part of the planet that I don't care about. Super. I'm a little more concerned with this rebel army that's just spawned down here. Who are you? You are... Oh, you're a Chaos agent. Okay. Chaos Rebel Uprising. Yeah, alright. Well, you're pretty nothing right now. Actually, just while I'm looking at it, what do you think I want to build in Port Ellistor? Walls? Yeah, you're darn right I do. Let's get some of those going. Maybe put some basic military here. It's not going to hurt to put... No, you know what? Public order. Let's make sure we don't have a rebel faction. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to us. Helenor got an elf servant. Everything else is good. Guys, am going to call the stream here. I would not ask those at war with per pizza. No, it's probably not going to be very good pizza. I am going to call the stream here, guys, because I'm starving. And I'm going to go get some food. And that's about that. That's pretty much my plan. You know I say it every single time, but I really, really do appreciate you guys turning up every week. Sorry for not getting the stream out on schedule earlier. I just kind of spaced out this morning. I usually have it up, and so everyone knows that it's still happening like it always does. But thank you so much, guys. Art, special thanks to you. You know why. Thank you so much to everyone. I will see you guys... well, next week we'll do this all over again, and we'll keep killing high elves, because it's kind of fun, and I think with the vampires on their way out, we may end up owning more of Lothern than I thought. So I will see you guys next week. No worries, just lurk away. Lurk away. I am just absolutely in very much need of food, so I'm going to go do that. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming out. Goodbye, and